The discovery, the strange behavior, the signals no one could explain. For months, astronomers watched a silent traveler glide through our solar system, a wanderer from the deep dark beyond the stars. This object wasn't just interstellar. It felt older, as if it carried the memory of another sun in its frozen shell. They called it 3I Atlas. A cold, shadow-colored wanderer arriving from far beyond the Milky Way. A distance so vast no human measurement could capture it meaningfully. For a long time, it behaved like nothing more than a distant cosmic drifter, quiet, faint, predictable. But just when scientists prepared to mark its exit into the outer darkness, everything changed. As 3I Atlas neared its closest swing around the Sun, its brightness began to stutter, not randomly, but in clean, measured patterns. Then came the impossible. Its form shifted. And it behaved in a way no natural object has ever been seen to behave. Tonight, we uncover what the world's most advanced observatories, James Webb, Hubble, Keck, and others, saw as this mysterious visitor redefined every assumption we had about interstellar objects. It began with Spain's powerful twin-mirror telescope. It captured 159 high-detail frames of 3I Atlas as it slipped toward solar conjunction, the moment it would pass behind the Sun and vanish from Earth's viewpoint. But those images exposed something shocking. A thin plume of material extended toward the Sun. A comet tail flowing against the solar wind. For a natural body, this wasn't unusual, it was impossible. Like watching smoke fly straight into a storm. Hubble verified it. Keck verified it. A dim glow stretching inward, not outward. A violation of basic solar physics. More anomalies followed. The object's mass didn't match its path. It moved as if it were far lighter than its size suggested. Its rotation, roughly 16 hours, was too slow for an object heated unevenly by the Sun. It should have cracked apart, yet it stayed perfectly intact. Its brightness flickered in a way that hinted at hollow structure. Spectra revealed extraordinarily high levels of nickel and iron, far above anything naturally formed in our system. Traces of rare cyanide compounds drifted from its surface. Natural explanations fell apart. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb introduced a scale, the Object of Extraterrestrial Probability, OEP, ranking 0, definitely natural, to 10, confirmed artificial. He placed 3I Atlas at 4. A 40% chance of non-natural origin. The highest ever assigned. The scientific world erupted. Arguments, debates, live broadcasts, millions followed the story. But then 3I Atlas slipped behind the Sun. And the world went quiet. For 6 long weeks, no signal, no observation, no data. Simulations predicted its next path would swing it past Jupiter, close to ESA's JUICE mission and NASA's Europa Clipper. Possibly close enough for direct readings. Possibly close enough to reveal the truth. Then came its return. And with it, the most dramatic twist yet. When Atlas re-emerged, it was 4 times brighter. Its temperature stayed perfectly stable, as though controlled internally. The reversed tail had vanished. In its place, a razor-thin ultraviolet beam sweeping into the darkness. Pulsing in perfect intervals. Every 247 seconds. MIT and ESO teams decoded the pulses. Inside them were prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. A universal mathematical signature. NASA urged caution. Avi Loeb did not. This is no longer a natural event, he warned. James Webb was redirected. Its hyperspectral sensors peeled back the object's veil. Beneath the glow was a grid, a repeating honeycomb of identical hexagonal tiles, aligned perfectly with the rotation axis. Not random. Not geological. Engineered. Spectroscopy revealed a nickel-titanium alloy of astonishing purity, the kind produced only through deliberate construction. 3I Atlas was not merely odd. It was made. Built to withstand radiation. Built to regulate heat. Built for deep space travel. But then came a question no one knew how to answer. If it was a craft, where was the pilot? Then the pulses stopped. For 12 hours the object remained utterly silent. No flicker. No radiation. No hint of motion beyond the calculated drift we had tracked. The world held its collective breath, staring at the data streams, watching as one of the most enigmatic objects humanity had ever observed became a ghost in the void. At exactly 2:17 Coordinated Universal Time, something changed. The silence shattered, not with noise but with motion. 3I Atlas shifted its course. Not through gravity. Not through collision. Not by any force that any natural object could generate. It moved with precision, a deliberate tilt of 0.09 degrees, a maneuver smaller than a fingertip but massive in cosmic terms. Sensors calculated a sustained acceleration of 14 meters per second squared, far beyond what any comet, asteroid, or unpowered body could achieve. This was no accident. This was intelligence in motion. A being, or a machine, capable of navigating interstellar space with intention. Its trajectory now pointed toward the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence fades into the interstellar medium, the doorway between our solar system and the endless darkness beyond. Every observatory on Earth, from radio arrays in Chile to infrared telescopes in Hawaii, recorded the change with awe. Then came one final signal. A single, pulsating ultraviolet beam, lasting 13 minutes and 37 seconds, meticulously timed, perfect in form, like a message etched in light. Within it, analysts detected something extraordinary: dense, structured binary data, patterns too precise to be random, too purposeful to be accidental. This was not a broadcast. It was a conversation, or perhaps a reflection, responding to the instruments humanity had aimed at it, almost as if the object had been listening all along. Harvard-Smithsonian teams worked for hours, decoding, filtering, reconstructing. What emerged was astonishing. A vast, three-dimensional fractal, spiraling endlessly inward, composed of hexagonal tiles. At its center, the golden ratio, 1.618, repeated over and over, a mathematical constant woven into its very architecture. Biologists studying the geometry saw organic symmetry. Physicists noted gravitational and energetic coherence. Mathematicians recognized recursive intelligence. Some researchers whispered about something deeper, an echo of intelligence woven into the fabric of the cosmos itself, a message embedded in the geometry of reality. Governments and space agencies tried to contain the data. But fragments had already spread across the globe, detected by amateur astronomers, independent observatories, and deep space monitoring stations. The signal began to evolve. Every playback revealed subtle shifts in the pattern, adaptive, learning, intelligent. 3I Atlas was not just transmitting. It was interacting, watching, and responding. Avi Loeb updated his Object of Extraterrestrial Probability, OEP, scale. He placed 3I Atlas at level 9, one step below confirmed extraterrestrial technology. His announcement rippled through the scientific community and media alike. 3I Atlas demonstrates guided propulsion, intelligent emission, and adaptive information structure, he said. The probability of a natural origin is effectively zero. This is a deliberate, designed phenomenon. Then, on September 21, the unimaginable occurred. Detectors around the world picked up a sudden spike in the cosmic microwave background, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang. The spike carried the same mathematical ratio found in the ultraviolet pulse. For a fleeting moment, it was as if the universe itself had responded to the signal, acknowledging the presence of the object and, by extension, humanity. Then silence returned. Absolute, profound, cosmic silence. 3I Atlas crossed the heliopause and disappeared into the dark, leaving behind only data. A code no one could fully decipher, a fractal fingerprint refusing to behave like random noise, and the chilling realization that we were not merely observers. We were part of its experiment. We were being watched. As one astronomer wrote in his final note, "Perhaps we were never the discoverers. Perhaps we were the discovered." The world was left to grapple with a profound, unsettling truth. Out there, in the vast interstellar void, intelligence exists beyond us, capable of creating, manipulating, and observing in ways our species is only beginning to comprehend. And as the remaining signals continue to ripple faintly across space, scientists, astronomers, and dreamers alike know this. When 3I Atlas speaks again, when the next pulse reaches Earth, we will hear it first. And nothing in human history will ever feel the same.